We are happily announced that today we are giving the demo presentation of drug regulatory affairs. This demo presentation given by Pharmarim. We are planning to brief about the regulatory topics in future to better understanding the regulatory process globally. History. So first of all, we need to know about the history of the regulatory affairs. So why regulatory affairs comes into picture? If we see during the 1950s, multiple tragedies like sulfonylumet elixir tragedy, vaccine tragedy, thalidomide tragedy have resulted in the substantial increase of legislations for drug products quality, safety and efficacy. This has also resulted into stricter norms for the marketing authorization and good manufacturing practice. Here I am now briefing about the sulfonylumet elixir tragedy. So, how it happens? Sulfonylumet, it is a drug. It is used to treat streptococcal infections. So, one of the company chemists prepared this sulfonylumet elixir drug due to the demand. So, he prepared with the liquid formulation. In that liquid formula, he used the solution diethylene glycol. Actually, this solution is a deadly poison. Due to this tragedy, almost more than 100 people died in the various cities. So, due to these tragedies, these regulatory authorities increase the legislations to increase the quality, safety, and efficacy of the product. What is regulatory affairs? Regulatory affairs in a pharmaceutical industry, it is a profession. These regulatory affairs professionals act as an interface between the pharmaceutical companies and the drug regulatory authorities globally. These people are mainly involved in the registrations of the drug products in their respective countries prior to their marketing. Why regulatory affairs needed? These regulatory affairs people from the drug development to commercialization of the drug product to registration or marketing approval, these are playing the important role. They are providing the timely submissions with high quality dossier to get the approval within a time frame. So they powered with the good intention, but so many complicated things change constantly. What is importance of the regulatory affairs? This regulatory affairs department is the first point of contact between the regulatory authorities and the pharmaceutical company. These regulatory affairs professionals provide the adequate data to the regulatory authors, and due to this timely evaluation done and get the approval within the time frame. And conducting the proper regulatory activities, you can get the economical growth also, and you can reduce the time taken to reach the market by submitting the quality good dossiers. We will get the approval in time and we can enter into the market within time frame, so we can get the economically, we can get the benefit. Organogram of regulatory affairs. If you see this organogram, this regulatory affairs department people from the particular pharmaceutical company, they are directly liaising with the regulatory agency, and not only agency, they are also interface between the internal cross-functional departments. Roles of regulatory affairs. Regulatory affairs acts as a liaison with regulatory agencies or regulatory authorities. Regulatory affairs prepare the organized submissions or documentation. Some examples are ND applications, AND application, IND, MAA, DMF, etc. These are advising the companies on regulatory aspects and climate that would affect their proposed activities. Goals of regulatory affairs: protection of human health, ensuring safety, efficacy, and quality of the drugs, ensuring appropriateness and accuracy of product information. Conclusion: regulatory affairs play a critical role not only as interface with health agencies and as a link between the different internal departments or internal cross-functional departments within the company, but also as the leading department to provide the strategic advice on the extreme difficult decisions through the life cycle of the drug. Regulatory professionals keep working with the authorities and different departments within the company in order to meet the regulatory commitments with the health authorities. Regulatory affairs also ensures the maintenance of the marketing license, and it leads the life cycle extension activities like broadening a indication of the drug or change of the formulation, change in the dosage form, change in the specification, change in the shelf life, etc. Thank you, listeners. If any comments is there, please post to below email farmarium online@gmail.com.